Welcome to another episode of Good Cooking, and today we're making one of my favorites, a classic, pasta fazool. Before we get started, I need you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Listen, I'm giving you a lot of goodness on this channel, okay? But instead, you're choosing to watch the Kardashians to see how many more NBA players can run through them. I need you to like, share, and subscribe for these beautiful recipes. Don't give me no shit. All right, so we're gonna put our stovetop here, like between low and medium, Ben.
Below?
Your favorite wine, Merlot. We're just gonna coat the bottom of this pan with some nice extra virgin olive oil. Okay, we're gonna get that a little hot first. And then as you can see here, Benny, we got our pancetta all cubed up. We're gonna cook it for about 5-6 minutes just till it starts to render off. Little fazool, which just means beans.
Is it actually?
Pasta and beans, yeah, that's it.
Oh.
But if you're not from that world and your grandmother comes out and she goes, pasta fazool, you think somebody's getting cursed at.
Yeah.
But here we go.
It does sound like an expletive.
It's got a lot of, pasta fazool.
It sounds like an Italian way to say like, oh, gee whiz.
They say pasta fagioli. Okay. However, pasta fazool is the way. It's a little American,
Wait, so the American way is fazool or fagioli?
Fazool.
Oh, but the real way is fagioli.
Depends who you ask.
How does the G make a Z sound?
New Yorkers, baby. This is what we do. I like to go a little extra on the pancetta because I like it in each bite of the soup. So when you get your pancetta, I buy it in a nice chunk and then I cut it up to the size that I like. This is kind of like the size that I like to do it. If you want to get it a little smaller, you can. So we're gonna do that for about 5-6 minutes till it renders.
Is this a grandma recipe?
Oh
or a
God,
mom
yeah.
recipe?
Oh yeah. Nan used to cook this up all the time. Weeknight, maybe a Sunday afternoon. You walk in 3 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. Woohoo! Off and running is what I'm telling you. Or napping. Because after you have this, you can have a little nap. Since here we are on Sunday, it's Oscars Day that we're shooting this. It's a favorite movie all time. Very different than mine.
Yeah, what's yours?
Made in Manhattan. J-Lo's excellent in that. Listen, I can turn that on TBS, it doesn't matter. I will never not watch that movie.
We should actually look up what the best picture was when Made in Manhattan came out and see if it was truly better than Made in Manhattan.
There's no way. It's a rags to riches story.
What's a better rags to riches story? Made in Manhattan or Goodfellas?
Made in Manhattan. Made in Manhattan is one of the greatest movies ever made. You know what we're ready for? Boom. Onion. Okay, let's slide this in. See how I got that nice and minced there, Ben? So we're gonna do that until it's nice and translucent. Gonna increase the heat to just about medium there. Just keep stirring it here. Oh, you smell that already? Oh my God, that onion and the pancetta. They should make a fragrance. I put 2 dabs behind the ear. Okay, we're gonna add in our garlic. You ready for that, Benny?
Okay.
Keep stirring. Oh, the garlic and the onion. Ben, this is what you make, and when people come over, they feel loved. You don't even have to talk to them. You just serve them this, give them a nice drink, a little wine. Don't even have to say a word and they know they're loved. We don't need to talk. There's no need to talk. Talking is cheap. Gonna add our white wine. You ready, Ben? A little steam bath here. So you're just gonna cook this till it evaporates. Just cook that off. See this onion? I'm not fond of this onion. I don't know why. It was giving me the eye. This onion was giving me attitude.
Yeah? See ya.
I didn't like the way there was something going on there.
It was looking at you funny.
It was looking at you too.
Was it?
You didn't see that?
No, give me the eye.
It said, what the f, Ben? That onion was talking back to you.
All right, I'm about to...
Out of the soup it goes. Not having it. Now we're ready to put in, I'm putting in chicken broth. You could use water. A lot of people use water. I'm using chicken broth. I like the flavor. I got my cannellini beans. Here's your fazool. I got your fazool right here, huh? I got your fazool right here. All right, relax, Gary, relax. It's going in. Diced tomato. Boom. And then I got a sprig of rosemary. Fragrant, beautiful. And some sage. Bay leaf. Whoa. Sage.
You idiot.
What an idiot.
You dummy.
Bay leaf. So now once you got that in there, you're gonna bring it to a boil. Once it gets to a boil, you're gonna lower it and let it simmer for about 25 to 30 minutes. All right? So you're also gonna wanna salt and pepper this. Now don't add too much salt up top, okay? Because you got the pancetta in there, which is gonna give you some salt. So Ben, we got this put down to a simmer now. Then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take some of that beans, all those beans, and some broth. I want about a cup worth. And then we got our little emulsifier here. Go to our Amazon shop. It's on there. You could also use a blender. You don't have one of these, throw it in the blender. Maybe you got a magic bullet.
I don't have any of these things.
Well, then you're not making it. You just come by here, we'll make it for you. And what this is gonna do is we're gonna pour this back in later because it's gonna thicken up the soup a little bit. I like it a little bit thicker. I don't like it as soupy. Also, your pasta is gonna add a little bit of thickness with the starch that's going in there. So, get another, let's see, another 15 minutes of simmering. And then we're gonna throw our little pasta in there and we're gonna wrap this thing up. I use about 8 ounces of ditalini. I don't use the whole box, which is about a pound, because it becomes too much pasta. So what we're gonna do is, got it here, and just stir it in. So we're gonna do that, let it sit in there for about 8-9 minutes until it's nice and al dente. You can give it a little test. So we're just gonna turn our heat up to about medium so it gets to like a nice gentle boil. And then about, I'd say 8 or 9 minutes, you know, you give a little test. You put a spoon in there and see if your pasta is nice and tender, and there you have it. So our soup is almost there. Pasta's done in there. We're gonna fish out a little bay leaves. Also gonna look for that little rosemary. Where's she hiding? Like the Anne Franks of herbs. Sorry. So here we go. We got that puree there. You see that? Let's add it back in. What do you say, Ben? While this soup is just cooking through a little bit more, I'm gonna put in a rosemary garlic bread from Wild Grain. These are some good people making some great bread. I'm putting it in the oven, and that's gonna be absolutely delicious to dip in here with a little bit of butter. Forget about it, Ben. Look at the color, look at the consistency. Now that is pasta fazool. All right, Ben, last but certainly not least, your favorite. Butter! I like to add this in, I know. Gives it a little bit more of a creamy texture. Oh, God, this is gonna be fantastic.
You know what this looks like? You ever had Qdoba queso?
Don't ruin it for me. You're gonna hurt my feelings by calling it queso dip.
Yeah, it looks like queso. Have you ever like taken pinto beans?
I can't even
sprinkled
believe it.
into,
I may have to quit. You finished the episode. I'm out. The preparation and the beauty in which I have crafted this dish, and you're like, queso dip?
You told me it's easy to make queso dip? Seems like disrespectful to queso.
And Qdoba.
Yeah, and Qdoba.
Can't believe it.
Sounds like a guy who doesn't go to
Anyway,
Qdoba a lot. Sounds
this
like
is
a
beautiful.
Chipotle, man.
Turn the heat off on this because I'm gonna put in my bread. Just gonna take it off the heat. Then we could just heat it up a little bit once our bread is ready.
See, left side.
What?
Not only one,
What in the hell?
Can I get a picture of that?
not one.
You look like you're in the pit
But
group
two.
for a BMX biker.
OJ, if only OJ had these. He would have been like, I was barbecuing. What are you talking about? It don't fit. Even though the winter's coming to an end, this dish is good any time of year. And whether you call it pasta fagioli or pasta fazool, like I do because I'm a degenerate from Queens, New York, this dish is a winner. If you want the recipe, as always, it's in the description below. And from our house to yours, bon appetit. But this is how I grew up. It was pasta fazool. Fazool. All
Yeah,
right.
that checks out.
How about you? That happened in your neighborhood?
We made up words?
Forget it. People would be flipped out if, like in Washington,
God,
somebody
could you
came out
imagine?
and said, I made pasta fazool.
Oh no, you get deported.
Yeah.